we're going to show you how to crack and split a lobster. This is called a cull. It's cooked, fully cooked and chilled, and their culls have just one claw. So you might be able to get a discount on these if you come in and buy them. Anyway, to shuck the meat out of a lobster, the first thing we're going to do is take off the tail section. So we're going to simply twist it up away from the body, and it pulls out. You got two things. You got a tail, and you got a body, and then we're going to twist the claw and just break that off like that. To get the meat out of the tail section, it's curved this way. I'm going to bend it the opposite way. So I expose the rib cage, and I'm going to break off the swimmer fins. These are the ones that the lobster propels itself. And then to get the meat out, I'm going to squeeze the tail shell until the ribs crack. Just like that. Sorry, Pete. And we're going to bend the tail section backwards until we expose the meat, and we got a nice full-size tail there. To get the meat out of the claw section, I'm going to take the blunt end of my knife and I'm going to slap it down right on the claw so it's lodged in there. And then I'm just going to, sometimes you have to do a couple of cracks, but you can see I cracked the shell and I just pull it apart, and you got the claw meat exposed. And then in this arm right here, you have two knuckle pieces, which are the sweetest meat. So we're going to start with the claw. We're going to take off this little crusher. They call this claw is the crusher, and the thinner one on the other side is the ripper. So we're going to take this off, and we're just going to take our oyster knife, which is a little curved tip, and we're going to pull the meat gently out of there. We have a whole claw and a shell. In the arm section, the two knuckle pieces are easy to get to as long as you have a nice sturdy knife. Even a screwdriver will work for this. And we crack the shell backwards, and we gently put the knife in and pull out that little knuckle piece. And then we're going to do the same thing with this section. So there's two really sweet pieces of meat inside the arm. Those are called the knuckles. And those are the delicious ones. You're left with a body here, and some people like the insides of these. Let's see what's in here. We pull off the top shell, and we have the liver, or the tamale, that's called. And that's a delicious creamy treat if you like it on crackers or something. You can mix it with cream cheese, or you can just eat it plain. And then in a female lobster, you might find the roe in here, which would be kind of a reddish pink color. And then in here, there's a rib cage. And my wife likes to get the meat out of here. You can see there's some real flaky meat inside these little ribs here. It's kind of hard to get at, but you can suck on this and, you know, take your fork and just flake it out of there. There's extra meat. It's good flavor. You can boil this section right here and make stocks and things like that. If you want to make some lobster bisque, this would be great for flavoring the milk or cream. Real delicious.